Hello everyone, this is a Prime Audio series presented by PrepWay INDIA. The Prime Editorial comes from different leading newspaper. The topic is Disorder at the Border, and the crux is agreements with China on disengagement at LAC have lost meaning in the brutal clashes. Now going to move in detail. With the deaths of at least 20 Indian soldiers and reports of Chinese soldiers' casualties in clashes at the Gawan Valley in Ladakh, India and China have entered uncharted territory on the line of actual control. The first combat death since 1975 and the first such in the Gawan Valley since the 1962 war. The brutality of the clashes with severe injuries and deaths incurred despite the fact that no suits were fired is also unheard of thus far. The death occurred when the two armies had agreed to disengage and de-escalate the month-long standoff, which makes the clashes particularly shocking. China has now claimed sovereignty over the entire Gawan Valley, indicating that it is unlikely to pull back from this crucial and hitherto non-contentious area unless it is forced to. In his talks with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi appeared to contest these new positions and even called on India to punish those responsible for crossing the LAC, prompting India to accuse China for attempting to alter the LAC with these permitted and planned actions by its forces. Meanwhile, reports that Chinese troops continue to be well entrenched in the Fingers area or the range around Pangong Tso Lake that India has always patrolled and remained inside the LAC at Nakula Pass are worrying indicator of a handling Chinese positions, while Prime Minister Modi's strong statement on Wednesday of a befitting reply and of the sacrifice of the soldiers that would not go in vain is a much needed expression of the national sentiment. Simply extracting revenge does not appear to be the answer to the altered situation across the LAC. In order to prepare its response appropriately, the first step the government must take is to apprise the nation of exactly what has occurred since last April along the LAC, including incidents in Ladakh and Sikkim. Monday's classes have put on an end to claims that Chinese troops have not entered Indian territory, that troops have disengaged, and that the situation was being de-escalated. The government must conduct a full investigation of the Gawan clashes and put out clear details of the lives lost. A true tribute to those soldiers will not only include ensuring accountability from Beijing but also enforcing a full troops withdrawal from all the areas occupied in the last few weeks. Both the MEA and the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs have reaffirmed their commitment to dialogue as a means of restoring peace. Both sides must also acknowledge that the situation is precarious and that the recent days in particularly have under decades of painstakingly negotiated confidence building mechanisms without a full restoration of the status quo ante repartitions for the casualties, as well as some honest commitment to avoid fully by any agreement. Talks with Beijing at this point might not mean more than empty words. With that in these editions, we will keep updating you. Press the subscribe button and bell icon notifications for the latest news update. Thank you for watching. Namaskar.